My bad.
Are you sure? Okay, that's good. So I guess the next step is that there's going to be a Q.
I mean, I think traveling, that contributes to our music. Love to do that. Really everything contributes to the music because that is what is such a big part of our life. Clint and I get up, the first thing we do when we get up in the morning after we, say good morning to our wives, is
Morning,
we play a
myself.
video game. We play hockey. And that kind of sets the tone for the day. And so that's just something we do. We enjoy playing video games. We enjoy working out. There's lots.
Ako yung multitasking na tao. May video, may picture.
We do. We don't enjoy it, but we do it. Not very often. But yeah, I would say, spending time with our families. I have 2 kids now, so for me that contributes a lot to the music. And I've been making music. We've been making music our whole lives, but for me personally, having kids has contributed probably more than anything to the music that I'm a part of, because you feel things so much deeper, and when you perform things, there's just a much different interpretation of lyric and melody. So I would say that's a big one for me. Next question. Thank you.
Hi, Parang thank you for always coming back to Philippines and for getting to the life. My question is what made you decide to keep on changing your name from same FPL now? Though FPL is it's beautiful. So it's like you're collaborating your passion into going into travel, showing us a lot of beautiful.
Sabihin mo kung tatakpan kita.
It's a really good question. Well, we were in the summer for a long time, and we had settled on that name. But there's a movie that came out, a documentary that came out in like the 70s. That's a popular surf movie. And so when our videos started to take off on YouTube and Google and all these things, it started to really rise. Endless Summer, the name Endless Summer started becoming quite popular. The people who made the movie, The Endless Summer, reached out to us and told us that they own a trademark to that name, and that we would have to give them a percentage of everything that we do forever if we wanted to keep the name. And so we just decided, you know what? We work really hard. We don't really want to be giving, this movie company, a hefty percentage of what we do. So let's just change our name and call it a day. So it wasn't like we got bored of the name and wanted to change it. We were in the summer, we were happy with it. But we just didn't use it. The other names that we've had, it's just, we enjoy
Kuya, wag ka naman humarang.
different names sometimes, It's just, I feel like we've settled into music travel love. This is,
Nanggigigil ako sa'yo
we're Plymouth, right? That's who we are, but music travel love for us is a passion project that really is an example of everything that we love about life, and it celebrates that. So it's more of the name of the overall, and we're still
kasi gigil ako.
That's who we are. That's a good question.
Nakaharang si Kuya, no?
Hi,
Nakakairita.
Bob, Lynn. Hope you're enjoying your stay in the Philippines. My question is, if you had all the money in the world, what would be the first thing you would buy?
These are good questions. The first thing I would buy.
Island?
What's that?
Island?
It's really a good question. I have so much, like, in my life. I don't really
I have all the
I don't
money.
think I spend any time of it wondering what I want. Because I just have I'm very blessed,
Bakla nakaharangan mo yung
so much.
video ko.
So this is a tough question. I would say if I had all the money in the world, the first thing I would do is pay off my house. I would say the most rational thing, just make sure that you're putting it where it needs to be, and all the other things can come and go. I would say a trip to Disneyland, or no, not Disneyland, Disney World. Disney World you know, because my 2.5-year-old boy is getting to that age where something like that would blow his mind. And when we walk through the mall and we see like a Disney store, he loses his mind. And so going to Disney World would just be something amazing to see. So I would say something like that would be the thing.
Ay, sasabihin mo sa akin pag
I'm going to be the opposite of, I guess, not really spending. If I won the lottery, I wouldn't want I don't need a lot in my life. In terms of like houses and fancy cars, that doesn't really appeal to me. It just never has. But I would buy a hockey team. And the reason is not because I would love to say, hey, I own a hockey team. It's because, and I wouldn't just buy any hockey team, I'd buy Calgary Flames. I would buy my favorite hockey team. And I would just have a nice box. I'd sit up there and watch hockey games, and it'd be great. It'd be great. I love that. I would actually partner with you. Yeah. That's a good one, man. Yeah, man.
Hi Bob, hi Clint.
Hello.
My question is, what do you feel whenever you see throwback pictures or videos of yourself online? And what is your message to your younger self?
I think the thing that I think most often is, because I feel so young at heart. Like I just feel like I'm still 17, probably as most of us do. So when I look at a picture of me when I'm like 16, I'm like, dang, I've gotten old. You know, I got some grays in my beard and losing more hair. So that probably strikes me as like, wow, I was so young. You know, like it didn't really feel like I was that young at the time because we were traveling so much, and most of the people that we hung out with at that point in time were older. They were from the record labels, and they were at radio stations. So we would be like 16, and most of the people we were hanging out with were in their mid-30s or late 20s. So I always felt older than I was. So when I look at that, I realize how young we really were, and it's pretty interesting, pretty fun. I would definitely say when I see photos of me back in the day is, why did you cut your hair that way? I would definitely say that. Like, how did that happen? Like, there was nothing before that made me go, that's a good idea. Like, there was no person that ever did that and me go, that person's cool, I want to do that. And there's probably not been anybody since. So, you know, that's definitely a big one. I think the things that we wore was just like, again, why did we wear that? But that's a question that a lot of people think. You know, when you ask a lot of people that question, I would probably say that the reason why we wore a lot of those things is because our dad, who's a fashion icon, was a big influence. As you can see, you know, when people go, you guys should dress up more, we're like, this is pretty dang dressed up. When you look at our dad, you know, he's always like, this is as dressed up as I get. And so, you know, that runs, I think it's genetic. You know, and so we're pretty low-key guys, always have been. We're very casual and laid back, so I think that's always expressed our personalities, you know, throughout the years. But, you know, looking back at those photos, I have no regrets. I do it all again. It was an amazing time in our lives. And honestly, this part of the world brought so much of that into our lives. And so that's one of the reasons why we always come back, is because every time we come here, we're filled with so much gratitude in our lives. And as long as you guys will continue to show us this kind of love, you know, we'll always come back. So, for sure.
Yeah.
What about Cedric? I know you guys love Cedric. You know?
Hi guys. By the way, congratulations, Clint.
Where are you?
Me, here.
Oh, sorry, right now.
I'm Team Clint in Moffat, Texas.
Wonderful. So you're a winner.
Yeah.
You're a winner.
Actually, congratulations on your 800K subs in YouTube.
Thank you so much.
Actually, I remember a conversation last year about starting out as your career, where to share your music, right? So how's it like about last year and now in your present career? How's it like?
Well, I think it's pretty cool, you know, because when we first started this thing, there's a little bit of a story here. We had just finished recording some brand new music. You know, we write for a publishing company in Nashville, and we had spent a bunch of time on it, months, you know, really giving it everything we had, and we had just finished it, and we were driving around, and for some reason, I think both of us felt the exact same thing at the same time.
Sige
You
lang.
know, the next step after recording the music was to go and convince a record label to give us a record deal. And then after that, you gotta go convince radio stations to play your music. And then after that, you gotta go convince people to like it. And then it's a never-ending thing of convincing people to like what you do. And Bob and I knew that. And so we decided, is this really what we want to do for the next year? Because we have a lot of friends that have done it, and that we're doing it, and we've done it. And so it was kind of a weird thing. It was almost spiritual in a lot of ways because we both felt it at the same moment. And that day we asked ourselves, what is it that we want? And we broke it down to 3 things. And those 3 things were, we love spending time with our families. We want to spend more time with our families. We definitely don't want to do something that's going to take us away for months on end. So that was number 1, love. Family, friends, people that we need in our lives. And then it was music. We get up every morning, we love making music, we love creating. And then, you know, traveling, seeing people, seeing places, meeting new people was the 3rd. So it was music, travel, love. And so that's what it came down to. And that day, we figured out how to do what we're doing right now. So we went around and figured out how to bring a studio on the road and do it. And it's kind of evolved since. But it's kind of fascinating to us that when you break things down and you figure out what it is that you want to do, life gets a lot easier, and all of a sudden there's a gravitation pull to people towards you because it's really genuine and it's really honest. And so since then, it's been a really amazing thing. It's been nonstop positive, and we're very, very grateful for everybody that's followed our journey since then, and it's been growing and growing and growing. So it's been amazing, and a lot of it has to do again with the Philippines. You guys have been a big part of Music Travel on getting to where it is right now.
Oh, that's nice to hear.
Thank you.
Hi, Bob and Kate. Thank you for coming here. I'm Madeline. And my question, I'm just curious, you're always having a hectic schedule and I'm seeing you singing on the floor everywhere. How do you manage to take care of your voice and your health? Any tips or medicines, vitamins that you drink? I'm curious because I really want to know why you don't get sick.
We do, actually. We do. We're sick right now, actually. It's not terrible. We're ready for the show tonight. But no, you just do your best. That's what it's about, right? So you just take it day by day and see what happens. But you know, we're human. We're human just like everybody in this room. You know, you're gonna have days when you feel tired. You're gonna have days where you get sick. But you just do your best. You do the best you can at that point in time, and ask questions later. So, like, we take medicine. We go to the grocery store. We have like Fisherman's Friends. We have you know, always throat lozenges, and we drank a little tea earlier. So, you know, you try to get enough sleep. Well, on this trip, it's been kind of crazy because we're trying to do so much. We're doing the videos, and we're also doing a small tour too. So it's been wild because we go to bed at like midnight. We wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, roll up to make a video. So it's been tough, but you guys have. You know, the fans have been the best part. Every time we get a little bit tired and we're just like, you know, want to pass out, we get to see you guys, and you guys bring us some energy. So I'm curious, by a raise of hands, who follows us on our YouTube channel? Oh, wow. That's pretty much all of you. You didn't raise your hand. So you better follow us.
I can raise my hand.
That's really amazing.
I can raise my hand.
Cool.
I got my phone and
You're
my
holding
camera.
Too, so you do follow us. We'll give you a break on that one.
So I guess you know, they gotta sing you guys a couple of songs now, and you know, to ensure that everybody gets their autograph and whatever. I think we'll just go to the 2 songs, and then from there we'll sign the autographs, whatever. But how many people follow them on?
Ay, sorry guys.
I'll play you guys something we wrote. Maybe if you guys can follow us. So you may have heard it, but if not, if you guys like it, we're going to be putting together probably an EP or an album next year. This will be one song.
Kaya lang kahit ano.
Don't know where I'd be right now. Had nothing I don't like you. To my world upside down. It's never gonna say no again. And thankful that we did. Oh, that you let me love you this way. When I look in your eyes, and I'm holding inside, you got me feeling like the biggest man alive. If there's one thing I know, I'm never letting you go. Till the day I die, I'll be the luckiest man alive. Seem like somebody else has got it there. And I stop and I think about just how crazy it is. How we ended up together every day. Oh, that you let me love you this way. Yeah. Just when I look in your eyes, when I'm holding inside. You got me feeling like the luckiest man alive. If there's one thing I know, I'm never letting you go. Till the day I die, I'll be the luckiest man alive. Oh yeah. And I'm thankful. Oh, that you let me. If there's one thing I know, I'm never letting you go. Till the day I die, I'll be the luckiest man alive. Oh yeah. I'll be the luckiest man.
Ay, ano ba yan? Oo, paramdam na
You
siya.
guys got your hands. You got your hands full.
I don't have, sorry. My 2 hands is already occupied.
Weighted by that bottom lip, really tight smile. Quiet and loud, sexy and summer. You can see your heart in the steaming covers. It's just this night.
Ayun. Finally. Finally. Nakakaloka siya.
Amen forever. The flowers, the sunset, kissing. Top every dancing in the kitchen. Ain't gotta try, it's all gotta give it.
Gusto na nilang mag-sleep.
Amen.
Ang dami ng picture ko. Ang dami ng picture ko. Isa pa lang. Isa mo tumitingin, wala yung camera ko.
Amen for women. The flowers, the sunset, kissing. Target for dancing in the kitchen. Ain't gotta try, it's all gotta give it. Amen for women.